timing of this movie, because it just feels incredibly contemporary right now. Especially there are references to the white liberal parents. You know, I would have voted for Obama a third time. We're kind of really kind of living in a lot of what you put out with this film. So tell me about when you.
Yeah, you know, I pretty much came up with the whole premise before the Trayvon Martin murder. But by the time I was, you know, so I had the premise. By the time I was actually writing the script was right around the time of that incident, and it felt like it needed to be. It was changing the racial conversation in this country, or at least in some ways, you know, we couldn't avoid or I should say, they couldn't avoid the conversation of race anymore. And we entered this time of increased wokeness comparatively to where we've been. So that instance is and the others that we've seen is part of obviously the inspiration for this first scene you're talking about with where Lakeith Stanfield from Atlanta and Selma in Compton. Amazing actor, and he's walking through this white neighborhood. It's like, you know, it's the creepiness of Halloween, right? The white suburban neighborhood, but you know, through his feeling of isolation, you can, my hope was to give the entire audience, certainly for Black people, that fear that we recognize when we feel like we could be misinterpreted as a villain or an outsider.